Hey folks, the topic of this video is basically how the Stranger Things, saved my career in teaching. And I kid you not, it actually did, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Long story short, the year COVID happened, the year of the shutdown, I was having a horrible teaching year. My group of students was very unmotivated. We went on that lockdown. I didn't take to the online teaching very well, and I found myself with all this free time, and I couldn't do a lot of the outdoors types of things. There was the social events I typically do, so I was pretty frustrated. But I found time to go back, and I binged seasons 1, 2, 3. I watched them a second time of Stranger Things, and I picked up on a lot of stuff that I didn't catch the first time around. So I started watching some YouTube videos on Stranger Things, some fan theories, things like that, getting into some of the deeper themes of the show. And I started to find that a lot of this could relate back to some of the kids in Stranger Things reminded me of a few of the students I had that year. And being 44, I grew up in the 80s. It reminded me of my own childhood. So there were a lot of themes I could connect to personally. And I'm thinking, you know what? I could probably, because I'm so familiar with that time period and with the show and with these, I could probably relate this to them. Because they all love the show. It's worth taking a shot. So I got a paper and pencil. I started watching them again, and I came up with all these different ideas. I watched more YouTube videos, and I started noticing all kinds of things that I could incorporate. Next thing you know, I have a unit that was several weeks long. And I thought the Duffer Brothers just nailed it. I thought seasons 1, 2, and 3 were outstanding. Great story, great acting, great characters, and a little bit of suspense, a little bit of drama, a little bit of humor. I mean, it has everything. I think it's one of the greatest shows for teenagers that's ever been created. I wrote this unit on lockdown. I presented it the fall of the next year, 2021. I never had a response to a unit like this one, and I taught it again this school year, trying to move up to season 4 in preparation for that. On the last day of school, we ended it with a Stranger Things themed party where they dressed from the 80s, and I brought in retro video games on the and hooked them up to my smartboard, and they all played them. And then we watched the first couple episodes of season 4. Unbelievable. Just not only did it awaken kind of a passion in my teaching, but I never got a response from students like this in 20 years. The show has a huge fan base, I know, but did I ever think it could save my teaching career? Probably not. It was just magical. So I'm going to make a few additional videos in which I'm actually going to go through some of the content that I was able to put together and some of the themes and how they connect, how I was able to relate that to the group of students I was teaching and relate it back to my own life experience having grown up during that time period. And in that way, it is very authentic to me. And because I wrote the unit myself and presented it, that was very authentic to the students. It was just a synergy that happened. And for me, it just solidified that show as my all-time favorite. But just a huge thanks to the actors and producers and the writers, because as a writer, it's very inspirational to me what they've been able to create. But I'm still in the classroom because of that show. There's no doubt in my mind. So I want to make this video so other teachers can maybe see this and find a way to relate the material, if not with Stranger Things, maybe with some other show or film that's out there. But this really worked for me, so I hope that some of you can give it a shot as well. Thanks for watching.